Welcome back to the front stretch. Rolling into turn number 3, presented by Lyle's Tire and Wheels on 84th and J Street. How big of a showroom do they have?
Cubic feet-wise, I don't actually know, but they've got those high ceilings in that warehouse-style building, and that wall where they've got those wheels up, that guy's got some hop that's putting them wheels up there 14 foot off the ground.
Absolutely massive showroom, and not only in one building. They have 2 buildings.
Yeah, but the second building's pretty much all storage,
Just
I think,
storage.
because they carry such an inventory.
Yeah, I found that out when I went and shook on the door, and then I finally stepped back and looked, and it said, not the showroom, go to that building to your left. So I got to be that guy pulling on the door, trying to get into the building. But 84th and J Street, yeah, definitely cussing. 84th and J Street, online at lylestire.com. Wheel alignments, nitrogen inflation, balancing, lots of rims and wheels to choose from. Big thanks to Mike and all the guys out at Lyle's Tire and Wheels for helping us out with all the interviews today. First time interview.
Yep.
Halee Maasek. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Doing well, thank you. After this is over with, are you going to continue to talk to Sean and everybody, or have they been shunned?
I don't know. I might have to take a break from talking to him for a while.
Yeah, I don't blame you. So Sean came up to me on Saturday at the World of Wheels and said, hey, can I bring Halee over? I said, absolutely. And he goes, the thing is, you can't tell her or else she won't come. I'm like, well, I've wanted to get her on the show for a while, so I couldn't give you the heads up that it was going to happen. So
yeah.
I apologize. You've been duped, but it's not going to be the last time. They're going to trick you into doing more stuff.
Oh, yeah, I bet they will.
You're one of the kart racers on Friday night. Is there plans and aspirations to come up to the big track and race something, or are you just kind of happy doing what you're doing right now?
Well, the plan was last year. The plan was to have the sport mod ready to go to race this whole season, but then it wasn't able to. So we're gonna race the go-kart for one more year, but not at Eagle this year.
Okay.
We're just racing at Crete.
You're not racing at Eagle?
Nope.
Well, what are we doing here?
I don't know.
What is going on? I mean, at least you're still racing, so I'll take that.
Yeah.
How long you been in the karts?
I've been in the karts for 3 years.
3 years?
Yep.
Okay. So it's about time to move up to a big track, though, isn't it? 26, 27?
Yeah.
What do you want to race?
I'm going to want to race a sport mod.
Okay.
Yep.
And then is that where from there are you wanting to go?
And I'm just going to want to stay there.
Yeah?
Yep.
If you ended up picking up Dirk's Countertops as your sponsor and they came to you with a $10 million check, are you staying in the sport mods or are you going and racing?
I don't know. That one might be hard.
Yeah. Race Saver?
Maybe a late model.
Late model? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, there needs to be a little more late model.
You know why she said late model?
Why?
Because she's still not going to race at Eagle.
Talk about 24. How did the season go for you?
It did not go as we planned.
No?
Nope. We didn't make any A features at Eagle, but we made some B. We made all the B features, and we didn't really move in points. We kind of stayed from points to points, but we finished 20th at the end of the year.
What was the issue? Kart setup? Was the cards just not fall in your favor?
Well, I've rolled a couple times in the last year.
Okay.
And that didn't go as planned.
No, that wasn't planned. Huh?
That wasn't a part of the plan?
No.
Did that kind of put a little bit of fear, like just some kind of apprehension in your head?
For the next couple races, yeah. I was really timid to go back out, but I still went out.
Yeah.
Get back up.
Yep.
Do it again.
Got to get back on that horse. But you got to do it when you're ready. If you push too hard too soon,
Yeah.
You could cause more issues. But do I remember, did you get some injuries from that?
I did, yeah.
You had a little bit of a concussion?
I got a concussion,
Yeah. And those can take anywhere from a couple of weeks to 6 months to recover from.
Well, it's still lingering. She's here talking to us.
Poor judgment is definitely a part of it. All right, so planning on racing Crete in 25.
Yep.
And so have you started the process for getting a sport mod, or is that still a little bit farther out in the future?
It's been in the process for a couple years now.
Yeah.
But now we're really trying to get everything going.
Yeah. Got the sponsorships lined up.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Been hitting the sponsor trail.
Some of them, yeah.
Yeah. Is Theron helping you out?
Theron's not helping me out this
Man,
year.
that cheap son of a guy goes and sells a house and he could fund an operation. I mean,
Yep.
come on. He's not around, is he? Because I don't want to make him mad. What else? So what other tracks are you wanting to hit?
I think just Crete this year, but we might do Eagle a couple times in the go-kart. But I got to work and not all racing and get money too.
Where do you work at?
Bailey's Local in Eagle.
What is that?
It's a bar.
It's a bar?
Yep.
Wait, how are you working in a bar?
Because I run their food.
Okay. All right. Well, that's fine.
Yep, I started out as a dishwasher.
And now you've made it up to...
Being a runner, yep.
Yep. Okay. Fun. Do you like doing that a lot?
Sometimes no.
Are they here?
Nope.
Okay.
No.
All right. So no pressure to answer that. Yeah, I bet it can get to be a little bit stressful
Yeah.
sometimes.
Yep. Sometimes you don't work with the nicest people, but
Yeah. What's the full-time job aspirations?
I want to be a nurse when I
Yeah.
get older. So
Any kind of just a registered nurse, certified nurse?
I want to be a CNA.
CNA? Okay.
Yep.
Certified nursing assistant?
Yep.
Right? Okay. I've got a couple of buddies that do they're traveling nurses.
Oh, yeah.
And they love being out on the road, and they get paid stupid amount of money.
Oh,
Yeah.
stupid money.
Because they can set their own price. They're like, I'm working for $125 an hour. I'm not working. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a friend that does that. He works 90 days, 90-day contracts,
Yeah.
and then he takes a month off.
That's crazy.
Then he works
Could you do
another
that?
90 days.
I don't think I
takes
could
a
do
month
that.
off.
yeah. Where do you want to work mostly with just emergency rooms, hospitals?
I want to work with old people.
Yeah.
And I want to go.
It's working.
Yep.
They're all here.
Yeah, they are.
Be careful what you wish for.
This is her investing in her future, though. She's
I want to, like, when I get everything going, I want to go, like, be an in-home nurse
yeah.
and work as an in-home nurse.
Man, God bless you. I couldn't do it.
Really?
I get way too attached to the people, and
Yeah.
it would just. I mean, Sarah and I right now, like when we foster animals, when we let them go, we're depressed for a couple of days, and they went to another home and they're perfectly happy, and we're just sad that we don't get to
Yeah.
have them anymore. I mean. To take care of somebody and then have them move on to the next existence, that'd wear on me quick.
Yeah.
I couldn't
But
handle it.
you do get a plus working with old people. You know,
Yeah.
you get to hear a lot of stories about dinosaurs and stuff like that.
Yep.
We're talking with Halee Maasek, local kart racer around the area. Make sure to thank some of those great sponsors that are helping you up and down the road.
I would first like to thank my mom and dad. I don't think I would be able to do this without them. They get me through everything.
She might be the first person that thanked mom and dad first this weekend.
Without being told.
Without being told, right. One person had to be told to thank their mom and dad. Another driver forgot that he had a girlfriend standing right in front of him, and when I said, "What about your girlfriend?" he said, "I don't have one." He got nervous. But anyways, thank your sponsors.
I would like to thank Christensen Tree Service, Windy Hill Enterprise, Hippo Equipment, Alex Davenport Racing, Patina Joe, Carol Cole, Conservative Car Sales, Pospischal Racing, Jackson Racing, Riverstone Bank, Mammoth Station, Coco Salon, Bailey's Local, Aaron Holdsworth, Sharon and Jim, Brandy's Pet Salon, Clive Bannister, Gina V Physical Therapy, Travis, Vicar Kim, Ron Toll, FB and Becky, Jason Edwards, Mike and Dave, Grammy and Grandpa, and the Ernst family, and Ray Harrington.
Oh, awesome. Ray's helping you out?
Sometimes.
Yeah.
He tries.
That's what Sean says sometimes, too. Sometimes he helps.
Sometimes he drives.
Was this as bad as you were thinking it was going to be?
It could have been better, but it's not terrible.
All right, so that's going to wrap up the last time we'll have Halee on the podcast. Thanks a lot for coming on. I appreciate
Yeah.
you being a good sport.
Yeah,
It's good to
thank
talk to you. And anytime you want to come on and promote yourself, we're always welcome to have you.
All right. Thank you.
That's going to do it for us in turn number 3, and that's going to do it for us in turn number 2, and I think that's going to do it for us for today's show. Make sure to get your...
You sure?
Son of a gun, I just realized I did this entire schedule wrong. That's going to do it for us for today. A big thanks to everybody for joining us. Make sure to like and share the Front Stretch, and that way we can continue to grow. For Dirk Houston, I'm Dan Taylor. This has been the Front Stretch presented by Joe's Karting and Quaker's Steak and Lube.